Welcome to our guide on mastering your finances. In this video, we are highlighting the top financial mistakes that trip up many folks. Stay tuned to discover smart strategies to steer clear of these blunders and set yourself up for financial success. Let's dive in. Number 1. Spending more than you earn. Spending more than you earn is one of the most common financial mistakes, and it's a pitfall that can have serious consequences. Imagine a scenario where your expenses consistently exceed your income. At first, it might seem manageable, especially if you rely on credit cards or loans to bridge the gap. You might think you can catch up later, but in reality, you're setting yourself up for a financial disaster. Let's consider a real-life example. Meet Mark. Mark has a steady job that brings in $4,000 a month. He's always been a fan of the latest gadgets and loves dining out at fancy restaurants. However, when he wants something, he simply puts it on his credit card without much thought. While Mark's lifestyle may seem exciting, he doesn't realize he's accumulating a mountain of debt. His credit card balances are growing, and with an average interest rate of 20%, he's paying much more than the initial cost of those gadgets and dinners. Mark's not saving much, and he's starting to feel the stress of living paycheck to paycheck. To avoid the spending trap, it's essential to create a budget. Take a hard look at your income and your essential expenses, things like rent, utilities, groceries, and savings. Differentiate between your needs and wants. If an expense isn't necessary for your well-being or future goals, reconsider it. By setting up a budget, Mark could have enjoyed the occasional treat without getting buried in debt. He could have planned his expenses, put money aside for emergencies, and gradually saved up for the things he wanted. It's all about living within your means, being mindful of your financial goals, and making informed decisions about how you spend your hard-earned money. In the long run, avoiding the mistake of spending more than you earn will lead to much healthier and stress-free financial life. Number 2. Not having an emergency fund. Not having an emergency fund is a significant financial mistake that can leave you vulnerable to unexpected financial shocks. Let's explore why it's crucial, how to avoid it, and see a real-life example to illustrate its importance. Imagine you're cruising along managing your finances without a worry in the world. Then suddenly your car breaks down, or you face unexpected medical expenses, or perhaps you lose your job. These unforeseen emergencies can throw your financial stability into chaos. Now let's meet Sarah. She's been living paycheck to paycheck, never really thinking about the possibility of an emergency. She figures that if anything happens, she can just use her credit card. But one day, her cat needs urgent medical attention and the bill is hefty. Sarah doesn't have the money, and she ends up putting it on her credit card, which already has a balance from other expenses. As the months pass, Sarah struggles to make the minimum payments on her credit card, and the interest starts piling up. She's stuck in a cycle of debt, and it's affecting her overall financial well-being. To avoid this scenario, it's essential to establish an emergency fund. The fund acts as a safety net, a financial cushion you can rely on when unexpected expenses come knocking. Ideally, you should aim to save at least 3 to 6 months' worth of living expenses in your emergency fund. Here's how it helps. Let's say Sarah had an emergency fund in place. When her cat needed medical attention, she could have covered the expenses without resorting to her credit card. She wouldn't have been burdened by high-interest debt, and she could maintain her financial stability. Having an emergency fund isn't just for the worst-case scenarios, it's about peace of mind and financial security. It allows you to handle unforeseen events without derailing your financial progress. In summary, not having an emergency fund is a top financial mistake because it leaves you vulnerable when life throws unexpected challenges your way. Establishing an emergency fund, prioritizing it in your budget, and consistently contributing to it can safeguard your financial future and provide you with the resilience to handle life's surprises. Number 3. New home. Spending too much on your new home or rushing to buy a new home is a common financial blunder that can have significant long-term consequences. Let's break down why this is a top mistake, how to avoid it, and illustrate with a real-life example. Imagine you're in the market for a new home and you find one that seems perfect, even though it's a bit outside your budget. The excitement of owning a dream home might tempt you to stretch your finances, or you might rush into the purchase without considering all the costs involved. Now let's meet John. He's been saving diligently for years, dreaming of owning a spacious house in a trendy neighborhood. One day he finds a beautiful house that fits the bill, but it's at the upper limit of his budget. John's emotions get the best of him, and he decides to go for it, thinking he'll manage somehow. However, what John didn't consider were the higher mortgage payments, property taxes, and increased utility costs that came with the larger home. Additionally, he had to furnish the new place, which drained his savings even further. Soon he found himself struggling to cover all the expenses, and it was affecting his ability to save for other important financial goals. To avoid this mistake, it's crucial to set a reasonable budget for your home and stick to it. Consider not only the mortgage payments but also property taxes, insurance, maintenance costs, and potential utility bills. Avoid rushing into a purchase. Take your time to research and assess the overall financial impact. Number 4. No investments. Neglecting to invest in retirement is a critical financial mistake that can leave you struggling in your later years. Let's explore why this is a top mistake, how to avoid it, and provide a real-life example to emphasize its importance. Imagine reaching retirement age only to realize you haven't invested enough in income-generating side hustles or businesses. It's a situation that can lead to financial instability during your retirement years. Let's take a look at Maria's story. Throughout her career, she focused solely on her day job, neglecting to explore additional income streams or invest in business opportunities. She assumed her regular job and a modest savings account would be enough for her retirement. However, as she gets closer to retirement, she finds that her savings fall short of the comfortable retirement she envisioned. To avoid this mistake, it's crucial to explore investment opportunities outside of your primary job. Consider starting a side hustle, investing in a small business, or exploring other income-generating ventures. Diversifying your income sources can provide financial stability and supplement your retirement savings. Here's how it can help. Imagine if Maria had started a small business or invested in a side hustle earlier in her career. The additional income from these ventures could have allowed her to contribute more to her retirement savings and lead a more financially secure retirement. Investing in a side hustle or businesses is like planting seeds for a prosperous future. Number 5. Lack of plan and financial education. Lack of a plan and financial education is a major financial mistake that can leave you wandering without a roadmap. Let's explore why this is a top blunder, how to avoid it, and illustrate with a real-life example. Consider someone like James, who earns well but lacks a financial plan and basic financial knowledge. He spends without goals, missing out on potential opportunities to grow his wealth. To dodge this pitfall, create a clear financial plan, set goals, maintain a budget, prioritize saving, and invest in financial education. Knowledge is vital for effective money management. For instance, if James had a plan and financial know-how, he could have saved for retirement, managed debt, and invested smartly. This knowledge opens doors to financial opportunities. In summary, having no plan and lacking financial education is a top mistake, impeding goal achievement and effective money management. Craft a financial plan, invest in learning, and pave the way for a secure financial future. And there you have it, folks. We've uncovered the top financial pitfalls and how to dodge them. Remember, knowledge is the key to financial freedom. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up, share it with others looking to improve their financial game, and make sure to hit that subscribe button for more money-saving tips and financial freedom. Here's to a brighter financial future. Don't miss out, subscribe now.